Little concerned right now because I only got like 17% battery left, and I'm like, man,
that ain't enough.
This is my lifeline. Because I haven't ran into any police locally that, you know, threatened to take my camera. A citizen did, but like that's my evidence, you know, that I'm innocent. I committed no crime.
I'm not going to take the camera.
But you didn't come up for me, did you? You came up because these guys are riding a motorized vehicle on the sidewalk?
No, I came up because you called and told us you were coming, like you're supposed to do.
Okay.
I was going to come and thank you for that.
I'm a good man, ain't I?
Yeah.
Are they supposed to be on the traditional sidewalk with that motorized vehicle?
He's just doing maintenance around here. And the school kind of upkeeps everything on these sidewalks. So
that's a good dodge, man. If I hadn't heard the dodge line before, I would have bought it. But look, he's backing up on a sidewalk. Is that legal? He's on the traditional public sidewalk with a motorized vehicle driving backwards.
We prefer for him not to be, but he isn't impeding anybody right now. It's on the sidewalk. Me and you are the only two out here.
So I can bring my motor vehicle up here and drive on this sidewalk backwards as long as I don't impede nobody?
No, he's just doing maintenance around here.
Government people have special privilege? Because last time we talked about this, you went...
I don't know that he's a government person. But...
Well, Oak Hills is government funded, government person. Last time we saw this, you went and gave the guy a heads up. You can't do that legally. Is this a different situation because it's not a lawnmower or something?
No, I think it's the same situation in my mind.
You're not going to enforce a citizen complaint against law violation?
Yeah, I can let him know.
I mean, this is a second time for this school, though. At what point do you actually start, you know, accountability, not words, but like accountability?
I don't know. If it's an issue to people out here, I guess I would be, but
I'm out here and I'm a people, and I'm making an issue of it.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't count in the eyes of Green Township police.
I can have a conversation with his boss more importantly than having a conversation with him, probably.
Anything you can do, I appreciate it. We're looking for kid safety, and we got a chronic problem with Oak Hill School District.
I got you.
You would know that if you did what I asked you to do way early on, and
I did.
Push the director and look at my video. Did you look at my online video that proves that the safety director's lying? Lying. That's what we get from government. Who's the father of lies?
The father of laws?
Lies.
Oh, I don't know.
Satan.
I guess.
Satan, the father of lies.
Well, I don't teach religion, my man, so I ain't getting involved in that conversation.
I understand that. I can respect that. Take my hat off for you.
You believe in Satan and God, right? Not everybody does, so.
Fair enough. Did they come and tell you something about me?
No, I was walking over there because we have voting going on in there today.
Because as soon as I just said hi and gave them a nod of the head while they kind of did a hi too, and then they looked at me for a minute and went in like they were upset, like they were going to tell me or something.
No,
and then they ran into you and they turned around right away.
I was just standing at the door talking to the officer that's doing the voting. Security, I guess, for them is what they call it, I suppose. But I was just talking to him, and I walked out and they said somebody was up here, and then I got a call, I don't know, whenever you called 5-10 minutes ago or something like that. I just got dispatched that you were going to be up here, so I assumed it was you, so I came up here.
Well, I'm glad it's you I ran into.
To be honest with you, I came up here to say thanks for calling, because that's what we asked you to do, and you did it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I do it as a courtesy.
I appreciate it.
Is school actually in today?
School's in today, yeah.
And then they got voting going on too?
Yeah, they just pulled off voting down there through those doors.
Did you see the signs that say no campaigning beyond this point?
Yeah, they're down there by that.
If you want, you just for your own education or whatever. I haven't seen them yet. I may not be able to see them because I got to stay on the sidewalk.
Walk over here, I can try to show you where
but every polling location I've been to today has been out of compliance with the law and or policy. They're supposed to enforce 100 feet electioneering zone where you can't election within 100 feet from the door. And then they're supposed to mark those signs 100 feet away. I'm not 100% sure if that's law or if that's policy.
But I can tell you where the sign is. See this handicap sign down here above these vehicles? Where we walk.
Yeah.
So this door they're walking out, as we walk up here, there's that blue sign, you see it?
Yeah.
So we keep walking, keep looking. There's another one that says it down here.
Right near the blue. Oh, yeah. See, they're out of compliance there. Now, if I was allowed on property, and maybe you can do this favor for me, go in and tell the person that's in charge there that that's supposed to be 100 feet from the door. They're out of compliance.
There's another doorway. That's just a doorway into the building. The doorway of their voting's 2 classrooms down in the building. Yeah,
so it sounds like people are going through both doorways to vote. Both doorways, those signs need to be 100 feet away. They might give you the excuse, what are we supposed to do? Put the sign in the concrete? That's when you give them the feedback that, hey,
what I'm saying
the election board provides you cones to put the signs in for this exact scenario. They're out of compliance with law.
Is the 100 feet from the doorway where you're voting or the doorway where you go in the building?
If you're going in to vote, I'd have to double check it, but
that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. I don't know the answer to that.
I think it's both. Any entrance to the voting polling place from outside to inside.
That's an unlocked entrance today. Where they're entering and showing their ID is inside the building. So I don't think that's what they're considering the entrance. And I don't want to speak for them, so don't put words in my mouth. That's my guess. But
the reason I would guess otherwise is because if the people weren't coming in here for voting, they wouldn't need the sign. Nobody would campaign over here because people aren't coming in for voting, but looks like they thought people might campaign over here, so they put up the sign. They just put it up illegally.
I don't know.
Because here's the thing, if they're counting from the other door, then they're way beyond 100 feet. Yeah. Now they're oppressing people's rights to campaign between 100 feet and however many feet that is away from the door. Either way, they're illegal. I understand government people will make excuses to their last breath, but the reality is, if you did your research as a law enforcement officer, you'd find out that they're breaking law. They're breaking law while they've made claims against me. I've had my police called on me 2 times today. That's not counting you. I don't count you.
There?
Where was I?
Called on you. You called me.
No, I said not counting you.
Right.
Yep, right. And you want to walk a little farther?
Yep.
I just want to see if I can see around the building, see those signs. Then we can confirm they're out of compliance.
Further signs over there,
but when a law agency 4 out of 4 times is not compliant with law, and there's still no accountability, at what point do you start saying, man, is that agency even legit? Are they a legitimate agency that they can just live outside the law like that? Because they don't have a huge job. You know, what is it, every now and then they got to put up signs and then sit and help people, vote. That's about it. They get training on it on top of it, and they can't even put the signs up. We're trusting them with our elections, and they can't even put signs up right. It's crazy. You saying they go in down here?
No, that door right there.
Oh, they go in that door right there.
I'm saying. I don't think this is the only other sign you got down here.
Oh, so that is the voting door. Yeah, so they're out of compliance big time.
No, what I was saying is that's just the entry to the school. The voting door's in a classroom in there.
Oh, you're saying it could be 100 feet from the classroom?
It's definitely 100 feet from there, but I don't want to give you an answer that I don't know the answer to. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're considering the voting door. Because that's a doorway to the building, but then there's a doorway inside there that they're going to vote. Does that make sense?
It does. I see what you're saying.
Like I said, I don't know which one they're referencing, but that's just what I know of what's going on.
Are you the only SRO here?
Mm-hmm.
You are the Oak Hills High School SRO?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm only here. I'm not in any of our other buildings, just at the high school.
What happens when you call in sick? You got like backup?
Yeah, somebody else, whoever in our department has been trained for SRO.
It's still internal?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have, an SRO that stations in Bridgetown, and then she watches some other schools, and we have another one in Diamond Oaks as well.
Are you busy right now?
And I don't call in sick. I've never called in sick in my life.
Yeah,
so
my man.
Doing it anytime soon.
Yep. That's what we like to hear. I'll tell you, I gotten a lot more respect for Green Township, more so than Delhi Township recently.
Yeah. I don't want to speak on Delhi because I've never worked there, but
yeah. Well, they kind of have a good reputation in my circles.
Yeah.
Until I started doing government accountability and finding out the truth. Part of it is, I think, in any profession you're in, when you get somebody new at the top, there's always some risk,
Sure.
It's like you got to go through a learning curve in a way.
For any business, right?
And yeah, Delhi Township got a new administrator and a new PD chief from second in command. But yeah, you all have been pretty constitutional with me though.
We try and be.
For the most part.
We're human too, right? We make mistakes. We can correct it if we do. But
I've been pointing that out all day because what I do is when I see that, not here, but normally I'll go in and I'll keep my camera on, but I'll put it in my pocket so I'm not video recording anything, only audio other than my shirt. And I'll talk to the lead poll person. I'll say, hey, it's my opinion, but my understanding, I spoke with the director of the Board of Elections for Hamilton County. I suppose sign out there is supposed to be 100 feet away, and it's not. I'm like, I'm going to trust you to do the right thing. I'm not going to speak with you again about it, but I'll probably take off. I may do a follow-up.
I got you. Well, I know you're not allowed in there. I'll give you my word. I'll walk in there unless I get called on to something else in the midst of it. As soon as we're done with our conversation, I will have that conversation. Like I'm telling you, I don't know the answer, so I don't want to make one up.
And then I've gotten everything from 2 people accusing me in essence of harassment.
Today?
Today.
Where were you at?
At various polling locations. One at the Delhi Senior Center. One at, I went to the church in Delhi, a silo on Foley. And then I went to the Delhi Town Center one. And one person told me I wasn't allowed recording within the 100 feet zone. I don't have any restrictions like I do up here, so I had 100% right to do that. And he called the police on me for that. Police showed up. I said, hey, can I report something to you? She said no. Denial of service. It's a disgrace in my mind. That's how I look at it. That's a disgrace. I say, why not? She said, I was called here for you. I said, yeah, but I want to report a separate crime. So then I had to break it down to her pressure, and then she said, yeah, I'll take the report. I said, well, no, you showed your bias. There's no way I can trust you to investigate. So then I said, can I record within 100 feet here? She said, not within 100 feet. So as a law enforcement officer, she's giving me the wrong information about law. That is, I won't go as far as disgrace, but when you combine it with the other service that she disprovided, it becomes part of the disgrace. And law enforcement should be above that.
Well, hopefully she just made a mistake and didn't, you know, that's not a law that we're enforcing every day either, right?
That's right. So when you don't know and you don't enforce it every day, you either have to say, I don't know, or let me look it up, or...
I'm not afraid to tell you if I don't know something.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, they tried to get me for my free speech up in Delhi Park. I got into a fuck you conversation with an officer. He's like, wait and see what happens. 2 of them were threatening me for my free speech. There's something called coercion, where if they try to threaten you out of your constitutional rights. But I got another one that's really interesting. You might like to hear this one. And then I'm going to do a conscious effort to try and let you go after this.
No, you're good.
I actually came up for the signs and I did that, but now that I'm interacting with you, I enjoy talking with you. So Oak Hills Local School District rents a part of a building up at the Delhi Town Center. And there's what I'm going to call a road between them and the apartment building. And it's a 2-lane road, got a double yellow between. That double yellow is documented, not in law, but it's documented like in road code somewhere. And that in and of itself helps define that as a road, not as a parking lot where school bus have some exemptions, but as a road. School bus stopped on that, no stop sign, no flashing lights. Green Township, your Lieutenant Saber, as I understood him to say, says that could have been enforceable up there. Delhi Police says it's not enforceable. I've been told it's a parking lot, it's a driveway, all kinds of excuses.
Some zones are weird like that. And
so
my answer to you is I would defer to my lieutenant, and if that's the information he gave you, I would guess it would be enforceable here for us. But
so what I did is I went to Delhi Police, and they said there's nothing they can do about it. Everybody seems to agree best practice is stop sign and lights. There's a blind side from 2 directions, a stop sign right there. You got apartment building traffic, and then you got a crosswalk on that road not far away. Another bus came behind it, went around that bus while it's loading disabled kids. Because it's a bus with a lift, more serious crime in the eyes of the law. So Bill Murphy says, hey, I told him to go ahead and start using those lights and stop sign. I say that's a good partial solution, but if there's turnover in that bus driver, or you leave and turnover in both, the next employee going to come in might do the same mistake. I said, you really need to update your policy and procedures. I would have dropped it then. But they didn't. He didn't respond to me. I'm thinking this is a problem waiting to happen now, and it's kid safety of all things. So Delhi PD, you know, Delhi and Oak Hills has a codependent relationship. They rent buildings from each other. In that case, in an investigation that's unbiased, you really should outsource it, in my opinion, but they didn't. So what I had to do was go to the Ohio Highway Patrol. I got your lieutenant's feedback first, then I went to Highway Patrol, because I've been told that, one, they obviously don't have the same bias. They don't have a contract with Oak Hill schools like that. And 2, I've been told that they take school bus safety more serious than the local PD will, obviously, seemingly for reasons like that. So they opened an investigation. They said, yeah, you can definitely enforce ORC code up there. That bus code can be enforced. On top of that, I got the...
Is that because of the double yellow, or they didn't tell you the exact reason why?
She said that double yellow makes it a road. And she said, I'm not sure of the rest of it, but she said that it was enforceable. Sorry, I thought you had to go for a minute. Because I was ready to go, like, who's the shortcoming here? Like, if it's law that y'all cannot have them lights on and stuff in that situation, then I'm the person that needs to talk to the lawmakers. If the trustees can make a resolution because it's private property, then I need to talk to them. But I was left with no solution from government people. Luckily, I did my own research and found out I can either, my last two options, Highway Patrol, which is open investigation, we'll see how that turns out. And here's the beauty, this is the kind of guy I really am. Is we're on the phone, she says, you know, we just give a warning this time, no ticket. I said, that's what I want. Yep. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. And if the behavior stops, that's what I really want.
I agree with you that you're trying to make it known, and yeah, sometimes a warning is enough, and giving the knowledge to maybe somebody who didn't have the knowledge is probably a bigger win in that. Whether you feel that way or not, I don't know. But
yeah, because it's innocence then. Sure. Still. It's not willingly and knowingly.
Right.
Makes it worse. Because when I notify these people of signs and they don't move them, they didn't do their due diligence, and that's why they're in ignorance, or they're willingly and knowingly living outside of the law. So if Ohio Highway Patrol fails me, you know what my other option is? This is a tougher question, I think, for your position. There's a thing called an affidavit complaint, where I can fill out an affidavit complaint, sworn statement, hey, this video is real, it's true, I witnessed it myself, and that gets submitted. That automatically puts it in front of either like a magistrate, a judge, or a prosecutor to determine if there's probable cause. And I think it's there because of situations like this, when the PD doesn't do their job, in my opinion, and you gotta go around them. But I have some confidence in Highway Patrol, and if they say it's not enforceable, I'm not sure I'll do the affidavit complaint. I contacted the prosecutor's office to say I want to do an affidavit complaint. They didn't contact me back. So
what they say? They said nothing, huh?
So I did more research, and I found out, I might have to submit that through the court system. But the prosecutor's office could have provided the service to call me back and say, hey, we don't do it, or this is where you do it. But they don't like me because I did some accountability on them.
If it makes you feel any better, sometimes it takes me a while to get a call back from them. It says officer on my paperwork. So,
I hear you.
Don't take it personal.
What's your first name?
Jason.
Jason, I appreciate coming out and having a conversation with me. I'm still, the Oak Hills videos are in the pipeline. I started finally posting videos a lot heavier. I'm getting about 1,400 views on my big ones.
On YouTube?
Yeah, it's just
what's your
@ sign and then all lowercase.
You gave it to me last time, but I'm sure that book got wet. You'll write it for me? How's your handwriting, good or bad?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I need to write it myself?
I'll be glad to write it if you want me to.